तू है आसमां में, तेरी ये ज़मीं है, तू जो है तो सब कुछ है, ना कोई कमी है. A lot of doctors had kind of told me that, look, you know, I don't think you'll be able to sing again. And I was like heartbroken completely. I'm a big fan of Ilaiyaraaja sir. The way he revolutionized the entire songwriting style to his orchestration. So Arijit is a different phenomenon altogether. Always a student, humble, always wants to learn. He's not running behind fame, success. His only thing is music, music, music. And that's why he's Arijit Singh. Ki hai, tu aashki hai.
Hello, this is Srinivasa Ramanujam from The Hindu, and today we are happy to have with us musician Shekhar Ravjiani of the Vishal-Shekhar duo. Hello sir, how are you?
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm good. We are happy to see you on a different occasion here. What brings you here in Chennai is a Tamil independent track, right?
Yes.
Paiya Paiya.
Paiya Paiya.
I heard you humming it there. Can you take me back to the conceptualization of this particular track, Shekhar?
Well, the thing is, I started a record label 2 years ago called Garud Music.
Yes.
This is the first Tamil song I'm doing on that, and I don't know why when I made this song, I felt that this needs to be a Tamil song because I love the sound of the language, and so I had a concert in Singapore, and with global schools, Shekhar Ravjiani School of Music. I have a school like a vertical with global schools, so we decided let's kind of find one student from the school and make her sing Paiya Paiya. So it was like a process of 2 days before my concert where I was in the studio, and then Aratna, this girl, was 17 years old. I called her to the studio and then we jammed together, and then this Paiya Paiya happened, and then we also called a Nadaswaram player out there and recorded. So it was a very beautiful, like very impromptu kind of a thing where was not very sure also whether I'll get a song in 2 days or not. I was like, I'll keep on trying. I'll keep on making. Agar ho gaya to theek hai, nahi hua to it's okay. Yeah. It's an exercise. Yeah. But it happened. It happened. Day 2, we had the entire song ready.
Take me back to the time of the jam itself, Shekhar, because you mentioned you selected this girl, young girl, obviously. Her musical, inclinations, her musical, expertise, or her musical tastes will probably be very different from yours. How was the whole exchange of musical ideas during the jam?
So I'll tell you, when I started Garud Music, my record label, apart from my singles which I'm singing and composing, I also decided to do a few collaborations, like I've done with Arijit, Shreya.
Correct. Kasam se with Arijit.
Yeah, with Shreya, with Sunidhi. So these are friends, so they did collabs with them. And then I decided that every year I want one student of my school to collaborate with. I want to collaborate with one student. So last year we did a collaboration with a girl called Zahlin from the Abu Dhabi's campus. And now Aratna from the Singapore campus.
Excellent. I think February 2023 is when officially the first, single from Garud Music launched. I think it was Love, if I remember right.
Correct.
At that point of time, what was the predominant intent behind Garud Music? And can you talk to me about the journey and how I noticed that there are diverse genres. I see a ghazal, I see a terrace jam session. I see a lot of things happening there. So can you talk to me about this journey and your quest to take music beyond just language barriers?
So Srinivas, the thing is that in 2020 when the pandemic happened, I think that was a good time for me to kind of figure out who I am as a person. That silence, after the chaos, the whole silence of all of us kind of figuring out that who we are as people. And I realized that I need to connect to music again. I need to kind of, I'm treating it like a job. Obviously, when a producer, director comes to you, you're supposed to deliver, right? So I was like, where is that Shekhar gone who used to kind of make songs only for himself? And that was before I did my first film. So I counted, it was 1998, 97, 98, when I used to make music just for myself. I used to make music that, I used to make something, celebrate it, call my friends over, play them the music. And my romance with music kind of, I started taking it for granted. I personally feel. My romance for music. Because I used to look at music as a, because I'm in a profession of delivery. When you're delivering music, right? You're in a profession to kind of make music you like, yes, but at the same time it has to, there's a screenplay, there's a script, there's a, there's an actor, there's a film, there's marketing, there's a lot of thing which goes behind.
It has to cater to other
It
tastes
has to
as well.
cater to a lot of, everyone in the room has to kind of enjoy it and like it. In Garud music, what happens, since pandemic, I started writing my own songs. I decided every day I'm going to write one song. Every single day. So I spoke to a few lyricist friends of mine. I said, listen, I'm in this process, it's like a workshop with myself.
Okay.
So are you ready? And all of them who are professional writers, right? They were so happy because even they wanted to write for themselves.
Wow.
Right? So they wanted to write for themselves. I wanted to write for myself. And with the condition that it might come out, it might not come out.
Of course.
But it's a practice. It's riyaz. So that's when I started kind of fearlessly getting into the process of just loving my music every day, celebrating my music, writing a song from in the morning. In the evening, I'm done with the song. I went out for a walk and I used to hear my song in the headphones and enjoy music, fall in love with music once again. That is why Garud music happened, and Love was the first song because it's my love for the music, which I was taking it for granted for a very long time. Yes, I was doing my job, but I wanted to kind of embrace it again one more time.
And this is interesting you say this, Shekhar, because it also takes me to one other song that I heard from the from your channel itself, which is, I think, Baat Itni. It was a
Baat
ghazal.
Itni Se, yeah.
It was a ghazal and it was shot like the way it was shot. Used to be, things used to be shot, right? Just one take, people just jamming and then recording and seeing what comes out of it.
Yeah, that was a live, full live recording.
Yeah, yeah. So this takes me back to, because it was ghazals, I'd like to know your perspective on ghazals, the art form, and why and how music composers such as yourself can keep that tradition alive in this age of, hip hop, funky beats and things like that.
While I do that too.
Yeah.
But it's interesting because I started in the sense from the beginning. Since 7-8 years old, mom and dad used to play Beatles in the house. They used to play R.D. Burman. They used to play Shankar Jaikishan and S.D. Burman Saab, and all that music was playing. And at the same time, there used to be Jagjit Singh Saab, Mehdi Hasan Saab. All the records used to play in the house. And Dad and Jagjit Singh ji became very close friends, and Jagjit ji used to come home very often. So he taught me a lot. I used to go for his recordings. I used to, at a very early age, I realized what a ghazal is. How do you celebrate poetry through a tune? How do you kind of put a tune onto a poetry and present it to the world? So this knowledge and the love for ghazals has always been there, always. And since it's Garud music, I have the freedom to do whatever I feel like doing. And that's why I was like, let me get on this journey. I've done about almost 3 ghazals on Garud music till now. And Labo Se Baat, a song, just won an award right now as a non-film song. So as an independent song with so many great artists doing stuff, Labo Se Baat from my record label won an award. So I'm happy that people still enjoy this kind of genre.
Right, you mentioned Arijit Singh earlier in this conversation, and you've done Kasam Se with him, a collab with him for this particular label itself. We from the South, when we hear a lot of Hindi songs, we sort of think that all of this sounds similar. And one of the reasons we probably think that is because most of them are being sung by Arijit Singh. He is probably the most popular singer today in the Hindi film industry. Considering this collab with him, I'd like you to tell me what Arijit Singh has done to the Hindi film industry and the music industry in the last, 10-15 years.
So Arijit is a different phenomenon altogether. Arijit is Arijit because of the way he is as a human being. Always a student, humble, always wants to learn. Focus is very clear on, what he wants to do in life. He's not running behind fame, success. His only thing is music, 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 and that's why he's Arijit Singh. He's got so much of soul in his voice. And I personally feel that the way you are reflects in the music you do. So I think the way he is as a human being reflects the kind of music he does, and there's truth to his music. There's truth to his singing. I think that's what Arijit Singh is, and that's why I wanted to collaborate with a very honest artist like Arijit. Because when I called him up, he said, "Yes, sir, let's do it." I said, "Come on." Then the next day he recorded the song, sent it to me. There's a lot of mutual respect and love with him. So I personally love him as an artist.
Shekhar ji, I want you to go back to say maybe 20, 23 years. I remember hearing Jankar beats.
Yeah.
I remember grooving to Tu Ashiki at
Correct.
that point of
Correct.
time. I'd like you to tell me how much of fun you and Vishal had making that particular album, and what your particular memories are from that album.
Oh, we had a blast making that album. Our studio was on a Kabristan. So there was a marble quarry touching a graveyard. So our studio was inside there.
Okay.
And all these magical songs have happened in that place. We were just starting, and then see when you work with the right kind of people, right, magic happens here. So I think we were fortunate to work with the right kind of people. So Joy Ghosh, our very dear friend, was the director of Jankar Beats. He was making his first film, and all of us were like trying to give our best to kind of make Jankar Beats a beautiful soundtrack. And then eventually people kind of, even now today, when I perform on stage, people go absolutely crazy listening to every single Jankar Beat songs.
Yeah. How is the collaboration with Vishal Shekhar? Because we all know you as Vishal-Shekhar. Obviously, it's a duo that has dished out many popular songs
Right.
In Bollywood. How does this collaboration work? How does, when you have a creative block, when you have a difference of opinion, how do you guys sort it out?
The beautiful thing is that we come from two different thought processes, and that's why when we kind of jam together, magic happens. Something really special happens. Because of having different tastes, because of having different ideas and process of working, I think that somehow over the last 25 years has turned out to be fun, and the whole process has turned out to be very automated now, in the sense both of us sit together and immediately there are sparks and ideas, and you're just throwing ideas in each other, and then something really special comes out of it. So I feel from Pyar Mein Kabhi Kabhi till Fighter, which was our last film, the whole process has been a lot of fun, and very happy to kind of people celebrating Vishal and Shekhar's music. Pretty much every day on Instagram, I'm kind of seeing social media influencer singers are actually covering our songs. Maybe they could be a 2004 song or 2008 song, and Khuda Jaane, Ajab Si, Main Agar Kahun, then some choir version of Tu Aashiki Hai, and it's amazing. The love is tremendous, and we are always in gratitude for that.
How do you look back at your Bollywood career, Shekhar, and what would you say are your major learnings from these 20 odd years?
The film industry has gone through a lot of changes, like from the 90s film to the 2000s soundtrack to Mr. AR Rahman coming and changing the whole music scene for everyone, and then movies like Dil Chahta Hai and Jankar Beats coming in and changing the way screenplay, music, sound. And then 2007-8 changes, and 2012 Anjana Anjani, all that stuff, and then the Pathan, Fighter, all that action-packed films. And I've seen a lot of different stages of films and film soundtracks over the last 25 years. Of how pop music was huge about 25-30 years back, and then film music took over, and right now the pop music is taking over the film music. So I'm seeing that whole transition of, there's so much of love and admiration for independent music. Even Tamil independent music.
Of course.
Unreal love for that. And I love the way that now even producers and directors are searching for those independent acts to kind of do music for their films. So I love the way how individual expression is becoming very strong. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
Because music somewhere has become a marketing tool for the film music. Independent music has got a story of its own. So a couple of years back, we used to celebrate like 8 songs in a film, because there were situations in the film which it's like songs are nothing but an extended screenplay. It's a part of the screenplay.
Sure.
Right? We used to celebrate that kind of thing. And now we see the way it's happening at the moment. We see 1 or 2 songs of the film which are just like getting that marketing thing, and then if they do well for a bit, and then they are they're nowhere. And we've seen that the whole albums, like people who've done like 7-8 songs, and when the album is really beautiful, like an Anjana Anjani, for example, Om Shanti Om. Om Shanti Om is a full musical.
Full music, yeah.
People celebrate that thing. And I'm waiting for that time to come back where there are 7 songs, 8 songs, part of the film, So I miss all of that stuff.
You come often to Chennai. Earlier, you used to come for concerts, for recordings.
Yeah.
We've been seeing less of you in recent years.
Yeah.
We hope you will make more often visits. Your thoughts on the Tamil film industry, Tamil music industry, which right now, because of some of the names that you mentioned earlier in this interview, has gone global in that sense. Independent artists, Tamil independent artists are being heard globally.
Yeah.
Of course, there is also the contribution to the film music itself. People from Chennai, people from Tamil Nadu, doing really well in other parts of India. So how do you see that, and what are the kind of artists that you listen to, Shekhar?
I think music transcends all languages here.
Of course.
The thing is, at the end of the day, a social media famous dancer in Bombay grooves to a Tamil song, and you feel really happy that for them it's an expression, that they are dancing to a certain expression. And I love the way that it's and people here in the South are loving all the Bollywood kind of music. So it's amazing. It's like, for them it's good music. They're going to kind of love that whole process of it. But I think I'm a big fan of Ilaiyaraaja sir. I listen to a lot of Raja sir for the way he revolutionized the entire songwriting style, to his orchestration. सुरमई अखियों में नन्हा मुन्ना एक सपना दे जा रे, निंदिया के उड़ते पाखी रे, अखियों में आ जा साथी रे, रारी रारू ओ रारी रू. And SP sir, who I had the honor to come to Chennai and record his voice for the title track of Chennai Express.
Of course.
So I still have great memories of that. Going to a studio, sir listening to the song, and very happy, very great energy. And he's like, what, I'll go in the dub room and practice the song. Give me 30 minutes. So I said, a man like him, otherwise I'm used to, singers who basically learn the song and immediately they go behind the mic. He said, no, give me 30-35 minutes. I want to learn the song properly. He went behind the mic. He finished, in first 10 minutes the song was done. And I said, sir, it's superb, it's fantastic. He said, no, I want to do one more of this thing. Till the time he was not perfect and happy, and no pitch correction at all, nothing required. Expression, joy, the throw of his voice, every single thing. It was just a blessing to record with SP sir. So this is one of my fondest memories of, and Om Shanti Om recording happened in Chennai. All the strings happened in Chennai. So many other films I've done. Like, I used to specially plan Chennai also because the food is so great. So I used to come to eat here.
Shekhar ji, a little bit off music. I want to talk to you about social media post of yours that I remember seeing. I think it was late last year, left vocal cord paresis, and which almost paralyzed your vocal cords. I remember you saying that you were scared that you might not be able to sing again. Of course, the wonderful doctors, medical team, which I'm pretty sure took care of you and ensured you were all right. Shekharji, how do you look back at that particular phase, and how much of that experience has, changed you as a person?
So, this happened 2 years ago, and it was solved in 2 months back then. And I chose to be very quiet about this because I didn't want anyone to know that this has happened with me. I was on flight and I saw a documentary of Celine Dion called I Am Celine, where she speaks about, why she can't sing anymore because of what's happened with her. And I had literally tears in my eyes when I kind of landed in Bombay, and I called my wife and I said, you know what, I think I'm going to share my story. And when I shared my story, about 50 to 60 singers reached out to me that, sir, we are suffering from the same issue since the pandemic.
Okay.
I was told that it was an infection from the heart
Okay.
to your left vocal cord, that nerve has got infected. And a lot of doctors had kind of told me that, look, I don't think you'll be able to sing again. And I was like heartbroken completely. But my will was really strong. I was like, I am going to heal myself, I don't care. And luckily I found Dr. Erin Walsh, and she made me start practicing. While everyone told me to be quiet, she told me sing loudly, sing with me. And then she healed me in less than 2 months.
Wow.
And now I can sing even much better than what I used to sing.
Shekharji, what was the first song you sang after you found that voice after those 2 months, and how was that moment?
It was an independent song called Rang, which I sang immediately after I sorted my voice out.
Right, and did it feel like freedom? How was that
I
experience?
I was like, there was tears of joy when I sang it.
Right.
It's like getting your life back again, right? It's like when something's taken away from you and then that thing comes back to you, there's joy you kind of express. So I expressed it through my song called Rang. And one thing I kind of learned after that is not to take any part of your body for granted, because at the end of the day, we are fortunate that our hands and legs and everything is, eyes, everything is fine. We should be blessed completely, and thank God each day that we're fine.
Gratitude, right?
Gratitude always, every single day. Wake up and say that to God. Thank you for, making sure everything is fine.
Lovely. What are your next projects? We're here, of course, for Paiya Paiya, which is doing quite well. And going forward, how does 2025 look for Shekhar?
25 is looking fantastic because I have about next single coming out very soon. So this will be the now 29th single coming out from Garud Music. So that's going to be on back to back. Global Schools and Shekhar Ravjiani School of Music. We have some great plans for this year. We might even launch another singer in this whole process.
Okay.
And the mentorships courses are getting even more, stronger, and putting a whole lot of team together. We did some workshops in Japan right now, in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Nagpur. There was a big singing contest, and we're trying to find those voices and nurture those voices, and as musicians also nurture them, show them the right path, and make them enjoy music. So this year is going to be a lot about education. It's going to be about all my singles releasing this year, and hopefully my dog shelter, which I'm planning on to launch that this year, because that's one of my, it's on my bucket list to have a dog shelter for all the dogs which are abandoned by people. Yeah.
We hope that happens, Shekhar, and we also hope that you continue to fall in love with music, just like we do with your music. All the best and happy meeting you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.